Mexico. Fuck. Glad that fucking horn worked. Okay. That's going on YouTube. Okay, I was walking to the store one day. You know, this is before, you know, a couple days ago before I got the bike back. And there's this fucking boxer that one of my neighbors has that, you know, I know it's an aggressive dog, and I have experience as a veterinary technician from, actually it was that clinic right there that I worked at. And, they're redoing the fence over there. But, you know, I have prior veterinary tech training, so I know somewhat about the temperament of animals. And, you know, I was walking past the dog's property. I'm going to say the dog's property, it's the property of their owners, but, you know, I'm an animal person, so that's the dog's property. You know, he protects it. And this damn boxer just comes up, and, you know, one thing I've learned is whenever you're fixing to get attacked, you stay the fuck still and don't make any sudden movements. So this boxer's coming up, and, you know, I stay there and, you know, just freeze, and the dog jumps up to my face, and I kind of back my face up a little bit, and, you know, he misses me, and then tries to do it again, and then third time he jumped, the owners look and they're like, oh shit, and they kick the dog's ass and tell him to quit that shit, and put him back in the fence. And his wife goes, hey, we need to keep that dog in the fence, we can't let him out. And I'm like, no shit. You know, what gave you that idea, lady? But, you know, they started apologizing to me and everything, and I'm like, you know, it's not your fault. You know, yeah, your dog is aggressive, but, you know, all dogs are to a certain extent. You know, my dogs, they're the nicest dogs you can meet. You know, y'all seen my dogs, but at the same time, if anybody fucks with me, my dogs will attack. And they are not trained to, they just fucking do. And that's a quality I'm not going to train out of them, because my retriever is trained as a rescue dog, my Jack Russell is trained as a squirrel dog, and my Chihuahua is my Chihuahua, and my black retriever, he was abused, so I'm really not training him, I'm just letting him do his own thing. You know, he's a great dog, but I don't want to use any negative reinforcement with him, because it took me so long to get to where he would trust me enough to have anything to do with me. So, you know, I train all my dogs with slight negative reinforcement and positive reinforcement, but I'm not doing that with him. So, he just stays in the pen, and whatever he does, he does. I don't really give a shit. He don't ever get out, and it's a buddy of mine. He didn't look. But, yeah, so I wasn't pissed off at the dog. I wasn't pissed off at the owners, because, you know, that's what they do. And I, you know, like as soon as it happened, I, you know, got on the cell phone and started texting Shinjae June and told her what happened. She's like, did you run like a boss? I said, no, I stood there like a motherfucking boss. And we had a laugh about that. But yeah, you know, one thing you gotta worry about is dogs. Whenever you're riding and whenever you're walking. And that's just my story for the day. It's story time with G17. So that is me signing out once again, reminding y'all, ride safe.